Hello, hello, welcome. Happy Sunday, everyone. This is Table Talk with Rita, Fel, and Hara, CEO and founders of Daughters of Sierra Leone. I just want to welcome you guys again, once again, another episode. Today, we are going to be discussing, I have with me amazing, beautiful young women. We're going to be discussing women in business. So, I am here today to welcome you guys and stay tuned. If you want to be part of this live broadcast, you can join on PROIB blog and you can join us well on Bonto blog and my personal platform, Rita Fele Hara. Thank you and happy Sunday. So today here with me, I have with me my amazing and lovely guests with me here today. So today I will go with Sylvia Uju for Uju to introduce herself. Sylvia?
Hi everyone, my name is Sylvia Uju. I'm a LA-based fashion designer. I basically do mostly men, women, kids, clothings, and yeah, I'm actually happy to be on this show. It's my first time, so I'm here to experience all the goodies.
Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
I would love for Anita SL to introduce herself. Anita is joining us from Sierra Leone. Anita, can you please introduce yourself, please? Okay, I think we lose her. Okay, Samuel, are you there? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I am here. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are across the globe. I am Samuel Omotosho. I'm an HR person. I work with Advanced Nigeria. I work with Daughters of Sierra Leone. And it's been a while, but I'm happy I'm back tonight. So thank you so much, Mrs. Rita Fele Ara. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Anita. I know this evening is going to be amazing. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel. While we're still waiting for other panelists to join us, I just want to welcome you and happy Sunday to each and every one of you. If you're
Yeah.
watching from PROIB blog and you're watching on Bontu blog and Rita Felehara and Daughters of Sierra Leone platform as well, I just want to say happy Sunday. I don't know about you, but I'm happy and I'm really grateful for being here today with amazing people. So, our topic today, we are going to be talking about women in business. And I know when we say women in business, you be like, women in business. A lot of our sisters are doing a lot of fantastic job out there. Every our sisters that are into business. So we're going to be diving into it. Um, while we're still waiting on Anita, we are having a lot of internet issues. So please bear with us. If you want to be part of this conversation, you can join from PROIB blog, Bantu blog, Rita Felehara, and Daughters of Sierra Leone. Okay, we have Anita here with us. Anita, can you introduce yourself, please, if you can hear me?
Yes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Anita Essel, a singer and songwriter from Sierra Leone.
Thank you, Anita. Thank God we have you finally. We have with us here today Ese Ayebene that is joining us from Nigeria. Ese, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi everyone, I'm Essie Ayubene, counseling psychologist. I work with Daughters of Sierra Leone. I'm so happy and excited to be part of today's show. Hi Mama, hi
Hi.
Sam, hello. I'm so excited to be part of today's discussion. I can't wait.
Thank you, SA. So, as you heard, everyone have introduced themselves. So, we're gonna dive into it. If you want to be part of this conversation, you can see the link on PROIB blog, Bantu blog, Daughters of Sierra Leone, and Rita Felehera. Thank you once again and happy Sunday to each and every one of you. So we're going to dive into it. Our topic today is women in business. So what do we mean by women in business? So I will have Sam go first and try to give us an introduction of women in business since it's a business person. So we can go from there. Samuel Omotoshore, are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here. Actually, from my experience as a business analyst, I will say that in Africa today, especially when we consider the SMEs, this micro MSME, rather the micro, small, and medium enterprises in Africa. And considering how it has been over the years, we see that women are one of the major drivers of the African economy when it comes to the MSME. So it's not strange that we have women in business. Most time gone are those days where we say, okay, men are to work, women are to be in the kitchen at home taking care of the family. But with the inflation and everything going on, and especially with the passion that women have shown in time past, we've seen that it will just be like keeping them and making them less of themselves, keeping them at home. So over the years, we've seen that women are actually moving the African economy. And for me, I will say we should give it to them, because it's not always easy to combine home, family with business. So personally tonight, I will say I'm ready to learn and to hear a lot from business expert that we have in the house. Anita from the music industry, Uju from the fashion designing, and we have SAI Bene here, is counseling psychologist, and Mrs. Rita Fele Ara in the house already. We know her to be a business tycoon and a philanthropist. So we know that we have women here in the house. So I'm ready. I am ready for you.
Thank you, Samuel. So I will go to Sylvia Uju for her to give us our own part of business, what she understands. She's been in business for quite some time, and I will love her. And she's my daughter-in-law, actually. So I wanted to give me our own parts of our own side of business.
Yeah, I like to say women have naturally been very good managers. Let's start from our mothers, even women that don't even work. Okay, managing a home is a whole lot. Just being a home woman, having to take care of the kids, having to manage the home, make sure everything. So women are just women now. It's so good to know that women now are taking up their natural talents of managing or of management to now take it outside and now be entrepreneurs of themselves, because so far they've not really, especially back in Africa, we've always like I'll agree with Samuel. It's always been like, oh, the man should bring home the money, and then but you realize that it's only one part. Women do major parts. So now having to go into business proper to like bringing money home, women are we're very strong-willed people, and we always find a way to not just put our physical strength, also our emotional strength, which now makes it more lucrative for everybody to to be able to enjoy them being in business, basically.
Wow, thank you, Sylvia, for that contribution. Anita, um, Anita, are you there? Okay. If you're watching us, I want to welcome you. If you're joining this broadcast today, happy Sunday once again. If you're joining from PROIB blog and from Bantu blog and from Rita Velehara and Daughters of Sierra Leone platform, I just want to welcome you and I want to say happy Sunday. And you can send your contribution if you want to be part of this conversation. The link is there as well. You can join us on this platform. Thank you. Anita, if you're there, Essie, are you there? Essie, can you give your own part? What do you understand
Okay.
about women in
Yes.
business? Sorry, guys, we are having a lot of trouble. We cannot hear her clearly. Essay, okay, we're having a lot of, we're having troubles with both of them. Essay, are you there? Can you speak and let us know what your thoughts about women in business? Okay, I'll speak. Can you guys hear me? Essay, Anita. Anita, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you can go
Yes, I
ahead.
can
Give
hear
your
you
own
now.
okay, give your own contribution. Welcome back. Thank you.
Again,
Give your own contribution on the music side of business. So, how has it been like you being into music all those years, and how is it been like for you in business? We can hear her. We having a lot of trouble, so please bear with us. We are trying to connect with different people, different part of
for me, music is everything. Be a woman and be a good musician because in our country, I'm always saying in my country because I don't know about outside, but Sierra Leone we see music as okay if this person is doing music, especially if you're she's a singer, she has a full, she's open to a lot of people. But that I see music as a career. I love it so much to the point that I don't feel like it's for the dropout because I'm a graduate with a bachelor's degree and I'm also studying music. So if you think music is for the dropout, why am I going to school? Why did I fight so hard to achieve this goal from being a musician? I'm a sociologist as well. So being a musician in Africa and is very, very
All right, thank you, Anita. Like you all have just heard what Anita just said. She has a degree, and sometimes when people do stuff, don't quick to judge. Just know if they
yeah.
have passion for something, and you just don't quick to judge. So we have Naja. Jaja is joining us from Maryland. Can you introduce yourself, please? Naja, can you hear me?
You're on mute. Yeah.
Naja, okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Hi.
welcome.
Can
Thank
you hear
you.
me?
Yes, we can hear you. You can introduce
Hello?
yourself.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, you can introduce yourself. We can hear you.
Yeah. Everybody.
It's a lot of static at the back. I don't know if I'm only getting that signal. Can you guys all hear that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again, and happy Sunday, everyone. You are joining the program with Table Talk with Rita Felehara, the CEO and founders of Daughters of Sierra Leone. If you're watching, welcome. You can send your comments on PROIB blog and Bantu blog on Rita Felehara and Daughters of Sierra Leone platform as well. So I just want to welcome you guys. We're having some issue. Najee, I don't know if you can hear me now.
Yes.
Okay, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Let's see. Yeah. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Give me just, can you please give me just 5 minutes, please? I'm coming out.
Sure. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Like Anita was just saying, Ujura's talk on our own part of business, and Anita I've just state our own side of business. Samuel I've said our own. We having problem with having essay have to speak. So on my side of business, I relate more with Anita. Anita was just saying that she has a degree, and still people think like, okay, people that are doing music are dropped out, or people are doing this thing, they are dropped out. No, they are not. We all have passion and vision for what we want to do. Like I always tell my story when I just got to the US. Everybody thinks I have to be a nurse. That's the job that pays, you know. But I was not in that field. I was doing hair. So people look down on you. People feel like, oh, she's doing hair. She's a dropout. No, I was not a dropout. But it's because of what I have passion for. So people have to understand, if you identify your skills and you know what you are good at and what you love to do. We've have so many nurses, they are bad nurses. We've had so many nurses that are bad nurses. They don't love the job, but because of the job is paying, bringing food into the table, they say it's a paying job, so they abuse patients. They do what they don't love to do because they don't love it. But I love what I do. I did here for numbers of years, and before I get into another business and own my own business, get to see that, and guess what? And I said, okay, you know what? I want to go back to another business, you know? So that's what we're talking about. So everybody has their own talent. Uju has been a fashion designer for quite years. She's designed for me, and she is good on what she does. So I'm gonna bring Sylvia Uju so she can tell us a little bit about more on designing and who have she worked with or who has she designed for. And being in Los Angeles, Los Angeles is very expensive, you know. So keeping up and maintaining with that lifestyle. So Uju, are you there? Can you speak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now being a fashion designer, first it was, I would say first it's a blessing. And as much as having this talent, imagine turning your talent into money. So, back in Nigeria, I'm a Nigerian. I started designing since 2015, and I started off as, it was just talent. And now, I've made it a full-blown business. And back in the day, people always saw fashion designing also like, maybe when you just get married, they just give you tailoring, they just give you a sewing machine, like, okay, go and sew. Or, but at the end of the day, tailoring births fashion, and fashion, fashion also goes back to birthing tailoring. And then doing it here, I started, like I said, I started off back in Nigeria, and then coming to the US. Doing it in the US, it has really opened doors for me. Fashion has saved my life in America, I promise you. Fashion has been, being, doing it as a business, running it as a business, it has paved ways for me. I have been able to meet like great people, great personalities. I have worked with personalities like Cardi B. I've worked with Tiwa Savage. I've worked with Hugo Mosier. I've worked with I've worked with Fino. I have worked with trying to remember this blogger. She's very famous. Yeah, so it's done a lot for me. It has it's it's like I said, running fashion as a business, it's a lot, it's energy, it's challenging, especially um not having some of the resources that you might need now, like sourcing for fabrics and all of that. It has its own challenges, but so far so good. Fashion has been great. Fashion has really, really been great. So yeah, it's something anybody can delve into and take it serious and be consistent with it. Basically, as business, and that's how business grows for you. Consistency. So yeah, I've been consistent with doing this and running this as my business. So yeah, it's been good so far.
Thank you, Sylvia. You guys are parted from the horse's mouth. She's been in business. When she started, everybody start from a small scale. So don't give up on yourself. If it's you are doing a Akara business, focus on the Akara business. You don't know where the business is going to land you tomorrow. If you are doing chim chim business, focus on it. You don't have to start from a higher scale. You can be in a chim chim business. Your chim chim can be marketed across the world. So don't ever look down. You heard her. She's worked with all these personalities, all these people. So Sylvia, thank you for your contribution. Anita,
I think I have a question
Yeah.
for
okay,
Sylvia.
okay, go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, fantastic! I really appreciate your story. I can connect with your story. That's motivational, and I'm proud of you. Yeah, I have a question for you, so that all the people listening or watching can learn from it. Now, has there been a time, are there peculiar challenges that you've faced and you've been able to overcome just because you are a female gender? I don't know how you get my question. There are guys in fashion too. Are there
Yes.
peculiar challenges that it's mostly faced by women? And how have you been able to overcome those challenges? Maybe you can just cite an example, one or two.
Okay, yeah. I don't think there is any successful business without its own challenge. And one of the challenges, I mean, there are multiple ones, honestly, but like one of them, because I also make clothing for men, okay, and I make for
Okay.
women. Yes. So as to hmm I'll say maybe one of them is maybe sourcing for fabrics or having to, or like labor force. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, there are multiple of them, honestly, but like I feel like these ones are like really the major ones that I have faced so far.
Okay.
And then yeah, those ones are really like the major ones, as a matter of fact.
Oh, oh, fantastic. Great.
Wow.
Great. So your word for people is like, no matter what they do, they should expect challenges, but they should prepare themselves to ensure that they overcome those challenges, right?
Oh yes, there really is no success story without failure. Now, at what level is failure for anybody? Do you understand?
Mm,
There are
mm,
percentages for anything. Some people have
mm,
20% failure, some people have 80%,
mm,
but it's the ability to get back on track. That's what's necessary.
mm,
And be steadfast. Nobody said it's going to be easy. There are
mm,
some times in business it goes so well. We have, okay, I'll say yeah, one of our challenges could be seasons. Okay, so there are some seasons that it's not working for you or they're not clientels and all of that, do you get? But there are other things. So there are things that people might want at a particular season, so you need to understand, you need to always study your market and understand it. So some people might want like A during this season, and by the next season they really don't want A anymore, they want B. So perfect example, there during the summer here in LA, a lot of people want ashwebi, and there are weddings and then there are uniform clothings, which we all know that they're called ashwebi. And then later in the year, now this is my personal experience, right? So later in the year, let's say during November, December, people are not really tailoring uniform clothing anymore. So what do you do during those times of the year? So during those
mm,
times of the year, you could delve into what people would love to wear that period. Now this is winter seasons in America, so you work with that season. Back in Africa, we have our rainy seasons, we have our Christmas seasons, we have Easter seasons. So you have to study your environment, study where you are at. The good thing, the similar thing with America, with LA, me living in Los Angeles and Africa, is that we don't experience snow here. We experience cold, but we can always adjust at some point in time. So we can, but our winter is not as harsh as other states. So whatever happens, you really do have to study your weather, study your environment, study where you're at, and now know how to face your challenge, because whether they're going to come, they're definitely going to come. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sylvia.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Sylvia.
much.
Thank you for that, Coach Jess. Sylvia, I have a question for you. Being an African woman and working with Cardi B, what was the experience like? And how do you feel working with somebody that big? If somebody told me I'm going to be working with Cardi B, I'll be screaming my ass off like Cardi B, Cardi B. So
Yeah.
I know Fino, Tiva Savage, and many more other people that you've worked with. For her to actually thinking of people that to tell you she has worked with so many celebrities in LA,
Mm,
Los
yeah.
Angeles. Los Angeles is a city of angels. I'm not saying that's the heart of America, period. I don't care what anybody has to say, but it is what it is. So but
Yes.
working with all those people, and for you to work with Cardi B, and I'm sure we all, even the littlest child in Africa know who Cardi B is. So how was that
Yeah.
experience as an African woman in business? How was the experience like, if you don't mind to share with us a little bit?
um it's a blessing to have people call you when, like, okay, when there is a need for certain celebrities that want to work with you. That's to show you have shown your work, because your work has to be what people want. And then um people have referred you. So if more than one person is like, oh no, let this person do the job. I'm definitely not the only designer or African designer in
Yeah.
LA. So if they want to work with you, that means you're doing something right. And that's why I say consistency is key in any business. So me working with Cardi B first, it was very exciting, very, very exciting. And honestly, you know how like you meet one of the people that you're looking up to, like they first tell you you're working with a celebrity, you're not even sure is this true or is this not true. Do you understand? So, but I make sure whatever happens with any clients, I try to make sure first you have to put in professionalism. Some people don't know how to react. You have to the perfect way to react with anybody, regardless who it is, because as much as celebrities as they are, they're humans. But don't also forget that they have also worked with people that want to bring them down. So first, most times, some people have their guards up when they want to work with you. So you just stay professional, and yeah, and the most of the time cooperate with you. They'll just cooperate with you, and then if at the end of the day you really want to tell them, and I feel like it's always good to appreciate people for the work that they do. I like to tell them,
Mm.
look, I like your job. I really do appreciate it. I am a fan. And yes, and I'll let you know, okay, these are the kind of songs that I've listened to, or, these are the things do you understand? So you just it's a wonderful, wonderful experience. And then you just realize that, yeah, being professional at most helps you even open more paves more ways for them to even call you back to want to work with them, for you to want to work with them. And that's how they're going to keep referring you to other, I mean, they have friends, right, that are also celebrities like them. So they're going to, every time they need your kind of services, they'll refer you. So yeah, it can be overwhelming because you really don't know what to expect. You don't know how to act. But I will always say, just be professional. Just be yourself. Put a smile on. And that's one thing America will let you know. Even when you're working in like basic places, no job is basic, as a matter of fact. But like whatever work you're doing, they'll tell you, put a smile on. A smile always makes it easy. Smell good, look presentable. You don't have to nah. Just look good, look presentable, put a smile on, and and then just deliver. That's it.
Well, thank you, Uju. Thank you, for having you here today. For those of you that are watching us today, we are talking about women in business. We have with us here today, Sylvia Uju, that is joining us from Los Angeles, California. We have Samuel Omotosho joining us from Nigeria. We have Anita SL, but we lose her. She's joining us from Sierra Leone. And Ese Ayibene, she's joining us from Nigeria. So please bear with us. So I just want to welcome you guys once again, Table Talk. And if you want to be part of this conversation, you can join on PROIB blog, and you can join as well on Bantu blog and Daughters of Sierra Leone and my personal page, Rita Fele Hara. Thank you once again for joining us. So let's be part of this conversation. You can join on those platforms that I just mentioned. So, being in business, I know sometimes women say, "Oh, I don't want to start." Like, would you talk a key thing that I've always talked about? Smell nice, look good, smile. That will help a lot. Even if you selling akara, But before you sell the akara, don't just tie the wrapper and you finish frying the akara. You have dot all over yourself. You wipe your hand like boom boom. Say, I just finished frying. It's a signature to let people know that you just finished frying akara. Don't do that. When you fry the akara, go take a bath, smell nice, look nice, put your lipstick on, whatever you have to put to make you look beautiful. So please, please don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your vision. And I know a lot of women are out there that wants to do business, but they don't know how to start it. You can start in from a small scale. When I know Uju, Sylvia, she starts from a small scale and she is very consistent. If she tells you that your dress will be ready in this day, you have to come and fit your dress. Trust me, she's not going to call you back and say, sis, you can't come today. She's very consistent on what you do. And that's what makes her grow to this level that she has grown to, because she's very consistent and she is very respectful. You know, it's not like, even if you take the cheapest fabric to her, she's not going to tell you, why did you buy this? It's local fabric. You know, you don't run down your clientele. And
Mm-mm.
so that is what I've been keeping her going. So for those of you that are into business and you are not growing, check yourself. What am I doing wrong? If you're a makeup artist, probably you're not using the right product, or probably your attitude is not good. Probably the way you talk to clients, you're not very professional. It's not too late to learn. You know, you can learn how to be a good business woman. Even if your clients, I'm into business, sometimes clients will tell me that, oh, your staff didn't do this, they didn't do that. The customers are always right. I'm like, okay, even they're pissing me off, I know that they did, but my response will be like, okay, my crew will take care of that. Thank you so much for letting me know. Because when people know when you are messing up or something is not going wrong, or something is going wrong in the business, it helps you to make adjustments to see what you're doing. You should be able to take, if Salimatu, you did her makeup and she tell you that I was sweating a whole lot, the makeup didn't last, and you ask Salimatu, okay, what can I do to be a better business person? Is there any specific products that I should use? Always listen to your client. So, Samuel, I will hand it over to you. Do you have anything to add to what I just said, Samuel?
Yeah, Mama, fantastic. What you've said is very true. You know, I just finished a course yesterday on customer centricity management program, and some of the things are what you have said, and even what Uju Xavier has just mentioned. You know, sometimes you have to put the challenges at home, then wear the smile to your clients, because everyone is passing through one thing or the other, but you don't have to rub it on your face. Okay. So before I conclude, I want to ask a question again from Xavier. Sylvia, I hope you won't say my questions are getting too much, because I think you have a lot of experience that people out there need to learn from, and that is the essence of this show tonight. Yes, my question is simple. You know, there is a difference between talent and skill. All
Mm-hmm.
right. From what I know, talent is your innate ability, that things that you do with ease without stress, you're comfortable doing them, while your skill is when you have learned and master that talent. All right. So for me, people pay more for skill than talent, because your talent is crude. So my question goes thus: I know you are passionate about designing, you love fashion, and you've been in that business for some years now, and you've been growing, and I believe you continue to grow. So how is your journey from go to learn from that people today? They just believe I am talented, that's all. So before I conclude, I want to ask a question again from Sylvia. So painful that the network did not allow Anita to come in, because she's
Yeah.
also into music. Music is a talent, but a lot of people, you see them and say, this guy is talented, but in the long run, your expectations just disappear, because the person did not take it off from being a talented musician to become a skillful musician. Because look at the
Yeah.
likes of Cardi B, um, Tiwa Savage that you mentioned. They were talented guys, but they took it off from there. they got trained, got exposure, and they are who they are today, model to millions of people across the globe. So can you share with us, if you don't mind, your journey, how it is from discovering the fact that you're talented, this is your passion, you want to do designing, fashion designing, to you mastering the art and the business of fashion designing? If you don't mind, you can share with us so that people can learn from you.
Yeah, so I'll start by saying that you can't be comfortable no matter how talented you are, no matter how skilled you are. You cannot be comfortable. You always have to keep learning and improving on your skill. You When I
Mm,
first started, I didn't even know if I had the talent for tailoring or
mm,
designing.
mm,
I didn't even know what I had the
mm.
talent for. What I knew I was good at, I knew I was very good at crafts making. Whatever
Wow.
I touched, yeah, because at the time I could make hair, I could make nails, I could,
Wow.
I could do a lot of things. So, and it's something that I always tell people, look, sometimes you find yourself in a situation whereby you're really good, but you're half baked
Mm,
everywhere. But like when
mm,
if you're good with like drawing, if you're good with acting, if you're good with singing,
mm.
in my opinion, I think first put your energy in one thing first, because if your talent is all
Great.
over the place, you need to focus on one thing. Now, when you focus on that
Great.
thing, now you can broaden it and be
Mm,
good at it. Then you can transfer knowledge to somebody that can assist you. And then
mm,
who knows? Tomorrow you can continue doing other things, but you have to be good at one. People have to know you for one. Like, oh, what am I known for? She's known for fashion designing. Oh, and tomorrow, oh, she now has a nail salon also. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to be known for
mm,
something. You can't tell people, oh, I also do this, so and I do that, and I do that. And I You're not improving. You're not going to have time to improve on anyone. You can't be at
mm,
multiple places at the same time. It doesn't mean that
mm,
you can have the skill and then keep working on it before you announce it. You cannot just
mm,
come one day and be like, boom, I've built this house.
mm,
You have to groom yourself and be ready for
mm,
the world to say, okay, see, I do this. Take for example, when I even started making clothing, I didn't when I started making for men, I was even scared to, and don't forget, this is even still clothing. When I started making
mm.
clothing for men, it took me maybe 2 years to even announce to people that, okay, you know what, now
Wow.
I make for men. Do you understand? Because
Wow.
I had made for women for so long and I didn't want to confuse the markets. I didn't want to tell
Mm,
people that, oh, I make for men, no, I make for children, I make for boys, I make for girls. Do you get? But I knew I wanted people to know me as a good fashion designer and good tailor. So sometimes I even tell people, I show people that I do some of these jobs myself. I sit down behind the sewing machine and I tailor them
mm.
myself.
Wow.
So that convinces people. This is a market. So it is you against the whole world. Like everybody's against you now.
Mm,
So you're in front of a
mm,
crowd. It's what I tell you, is what I show you that is going to make you judge me. So
mm,
people have that problem of defining exactly what they want to do. And then when it
mm,
comes to, so no matter how good you are,
mm.
fashion fashion is something that comes and goes and then it revolves. So
Yeah.
if you're doing this today, don't get comfortable. What are people doing tomorrow? What Don't even
Mm,
wait for what people are doing. You have to get better every day. Every day is a new day because there's a competition.
yeah.
The market is hard. But another thing is, don't get overwhelmed with the competition because
Mm.
that breaks you down.
Maybe.
You need your personal energy to be able to then feed other people. So if your energy is not there, and that's why I would say, like, and also check your I was going to say that, check
Feeling
your
you in
mental.
charge.
You always have to have your mental health in check before you go out, because you're facing people that will tell you, oh, I don't like it this way. Somebody can come angry from somewhere and then they're ready to transfer aggression at you.
Yes.
How do you take from that? You calm them down with your smile. Now you have checked yourself, so you have taken care of yourself. So me taking care of myself, now I know how to face you. Do you understand? And I face you by letting you know, I'm not the enemy. Okay, calm down. What are we doing today? Because it's not that what comes. What are we doing today? And then, you can throw a joke or two here and there. It calms everybody down. Okay. So you always have to, because like I said, everybody is coming on guard where you are, especially people that
Mm.
have never worked with you before. They're coming on guard. So them coming on guard, you are calming them down. Like, it's okay. I'm harmless. I'm liberal. And communication is key. I like to listen to people. I like to hear
Yeah.
what do you want?
Mm.
I don't want to
Mm.
impose my design on you. I like
Mm.
things a certain way. I have people of different cultures that I work
Mm.
with, different countries, different race. I need to know how you're comfortable in. Okay, sometimes I don't mind. Like I said, that's where communication comes in. So you're
Mm-hmm.
communicating with this person, you're learning this person. Now, in the ability of you learning this person, it helps you know, oh, how can I make you, like what I'm about to make for you. Because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, on some days, there are clothes that you make, even you yourself, the next party beside you loves it, but your client doesn't like it.
Mm.
And I have a line that says, your satisfaction is my currency. That's how I get paid.
Yeah.
If you're not
That's true.
satisfied, I'm not paid yet. So
I'm
your
writing that down
satisfaction,
already.
yeah, your satisfaction is my currency. If you're not happy, even if I don't make you happy that day, how are we going to make this work?
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you like? So I have to know there's some dresses that I don't even like, but my client loves it. And you know what? My work here is done. My work
Thank
here
you.
is done because that's what they like. So you
Wow.
have you have to stay communicated. You have to stay in communication constantly with your clients. You have to you have to listen to them. You have to hear them. You have to get yourself ready. Check your mental health. You are more important than even your work. If you've not taken care of yourself, you cannot deliver.
Wow.
You'll
Mm.
keep losing clientele.
Hmm.
And then you have to keep evolving on your talent and your skill. Just keep going further. Don't be afraid to try other materials, other objects, incorporate them. Don't be afraid. Just keep doing it. There is somebody out there that likes it. So yeah, it's not
Wow.
just about you, it's about them.
Wow.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Thank you,
think
Sylvia.
that's a TED talk. A TED talk from Sylvia.
I,
Thank you. We have here with us today, Najat. Are you there? Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I'm right here.
Okay, go
Sorry
You're
ahead
for
and
going
welcome.
in
introduce
and
yourself.
out.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm Najet from Amjet Hair Gallery and Amjet Decor. I do hair and events planning.
wow.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I remember when I used to be on the hair business, like Sylvia just said of a slogan. I have this thing, I'm not a magician, I'm just a beautician, because some people come up, they want their hair looking like Beyonce and they don't have the
Mhm.
hair for it. So
And
I
the
tell
face
them,
too.
so I have this little sign that says, I'm not a magician, I'm just a beautician. So I can make you beautiful.
I like
So don't
that.
come up with your hair looking somehow and you want to start in life hairstyle. So for those of you that are joining us today, happy Sunday. I want to welcome you guys again once again. If you're watching from PROIB blog and from Bontu blog and for Daughters of Sierra Leone and for my personal platform, Rita Felehara, for all my viewers, I just want to thank you guys for being part of this program every Sunday. I'm seeing Prezzo, Collabo Official, you're sending a star. Um, I see, just a minute. I'm seeing Sila, I'm seeing Usman. Thank you guys. We have quite some comments. So because of time and we already lost Anita, we lost Essay. So Najet, I will have you speak on your experience on being in business for such a long time. What are your experience or what are your expectation? Are you meeting your expectation? Or how was business been like for you? You can go ahead and speak on that.
I would say business have been good and bad at the same time, but the good is much, it's a lot because, like, when you have passion for something and you love doing it, you keep on pushing all the time to do. more in. Yes. Like I said, it's two in one that I'm doing. So I'm doing hair on the side, and at the same time, I'm doing events planning. So
Right.
sometimes when somebody have a wedding, they'll want to call me like, "Oh, you need to do my hair in the morning." I'm like, "Nah."
Right.
So there is one thing I'm taking. If I'm taking your events planning because I want to focus, because I have a team that I'm working with. So
Right.
no hair for today. So you better choose the hair or your events planning. So like sometimes they'll be mad, but I have friends too that does hair and makeup. I
So
normally
just
just
refer
switch it
them.
up to them. Then I
Right.
because I don't want to take two stuff at the same time. I
Hmm.
did it one time. It was so
Like
stressful.
hectic. Yeah,
It wasn't
stressful.
easy for me. So I'm like, anytime I have events, I'm not gonna do hair or do anything that day. I'm just gonna keep that day for whatever I'm doing. Like
Right.
I said, it's not been easy. It's a challenging job. You have to put your mind in it. Like what Sylvia was saying. She said it all already. So
Okay.
yeah. And I've learned a
Okay.
lot from her too today.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is why we create platforms like this for people like you guys to come and talk, and for those that are watching that wants to go into business or they're into business, for them to learn and for them to encourage themselves that I can do it, And for a while, there's sometimes when you run your own business, there's sometimes there's no business, but then you have to know how to deal with that situation, and know that, okay, I've saved for rainy day. I don't have a business now that is coming on my side. What can I do to bring more money into the house, right? But some
Yes.
people just be like, okay, and I think most of our African businesses, what are the problem that we facing? Bad attitude. Bad
Yes.
attitude,
Yeah.
no customer service. We don't
Mm-mm.
have good customer service. We don't do what we are doing. We know the job, but
Yes.
if I take my dress to you to make my dress, and you tell me who you think you are, you're
Yeah.
talking back to me, you think I want to come and do business with you next time? No. Even if somebody, like if I ask you to plan my event and there's some mistakes, but if I talk to you, the way you talk and the way you are
Hmm.
calm, I'm like, you know
Yes.
what? It's okay. But what is affecting a lot of our businesses? Attitude problem, not good customer service. We always know it all. We don't take
Hmm.
responsibilities for our actions. So that is what is killing our business. That's why a lot of people are not successful on what they do, because you can't tell them anything. You
Yeah.
can't tell them anything. And in business, you have to listen to your clients, because that's who pays the bill. Because if you don't have any business, how are you paying your bills? But most people don't care. They tell themselves like, you know what? If you don't want to come and do business with me, it's okay. I better move. All this behavior. So I think that's why
Mhm.
a lot of people, we are not successful in business. So Samuel, do you have anything to add to what I just said?
Somehow you're muted.
Hey, thank you. You're very correct. I think when I come to LA, Sylvia must make my clothes.
I would love to.
I'm saying that ahead of time now. So when I come to LA, I know Sylvia owes me a clothing, right? That's
You
a
don't
deal, I
even have to
guess.
be in LA. See, I run my business. I run my business in Nigeria
Everywhere.
and everywhere. You don't have to be
Wow,
in LA to
that's
work with me. You can
wow,
be
great,
anywhere.
great.
You can be in London, you can be in America, you can be in Switzerland. It doesn't matter. You can be in Nigeria.
Wow,
I'll still work
wow,
with you. Yes.
wow, great,
I'll
Can
great.
find a
That's
way to
fantastic.
communicate
No,
with all
you
my
know
partners.
what I want to add is what Sylvia has just said now. Combining customer service that Mama emphasized recently and making people making it easy for people to pay you, it's another thing.
Yes.
This is a kind of time that we are witnessing today, that the world is now a global village where anybody can interact with anybody across the globe. All right. For example, my first time of seeing Mrs. Rutafele Ara was last year That was in Sierra Leone. And ever since then, I don't think we've Mama, we've not seen since after the Sierra Leone project, and we've been doing business together. All right. So we should make it very easy for people to assess you in business, to pay you, because our business now should not be restricted by location. And that's what Sylvia just said now. And I learned something from what Najet said when she said she did something sometimes ago and it was not easy and she decided not to do it again. Taking an event planning gig alongside with hairstyling. You know, sometimes you have to know yourself, you have to understand. Fine, she tried it, whether it will work out, but she discovered that, oh, this is not for me, this is not possible. So when such gigs come, like, oh, I have friends that can do this for you while I focus on this. So knowing one's strength at the time is very important. But you know, sometimes people always want the money,
Yeah,
Yes.
they
leaving
wanna
customer service.
Yeah.
And I think Mrs. Rita always tell me something. She always say it in pidgin that na mumu you fit trip for once. So if you trick me for once and you get away with it, the next time, if I'm really smart, I will not come back to you. So, and that's why customer service is very important. Very, very important, because if I pay for a service and I am not satisfied, definitely I will not come back to you and I will not refer you. So customer service are the core of what we do. I appreciate what Najee said. What Mama said is very important. I think Sylvia also emphasized it. And that's why she could grow her business over the years. Because, you know, referral in business is very important. You know, there's one adage very common in Nigeria. They tell you where your mouth will get to, your leg cannot get there. I hope you understand. If I patronize you today and I'm really satisfied, I have a lot of people within my influence too that if I tell them A, they will believe me. So if Sylvia make my clothing now and people say, wow, this is great, I say, oh, I didn't buy it, someone made it for me. Well, really? So if you want, I can give you a contact. Do you understand? Let's say like 5 or 10 people got Sylvia contact from me. Do you know Sylvia didn't market? She has brought me over. I paid for the service, right? But I now become Sylvia marketer. I become an evangelist, preaching our gospel everywhere because I got value for my money. And that
Yeah.
should be at the forefront of what we do. Customer service is key. You must listen to your clients, like Mama said. You must listen. A lot of us, we want to lord what we want on people. The fact that you like it does not mean your customers will like it. The fact that you think this is best doesn't mean that your client will like it. So sometimes you have to listen. In fact, not sometimes, every time. You have to listen to your client, try to hear them out, understand what they want to do, understand what they want, and give them exactly what they want. I have one slogan I do normally give. Let me conclude with that. You under promise and over deliver. A lot of business persons today, they have the mouth, they can give you the mouth, they can build castles with mouth, but they cannot do 1/10 of what they promise to do. So I will say under promise and over deliver. When you over deliver, they become your evangelist, preaching your gospel everywhere. Let me stop there. Let me stop there.
I'm
Yeah.
well. I'm well. Thank you. Thank you.
Um.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, you have
I
anything?
would. Yeah, I was going to say I liked what Najet said about, because either way she still took care of her clients. See, one way or the other, if you're like, there are days where it's your hands are really full and tied up, and that's where she still delivered. Either ways, even though it was so much on her, she then had to outsource her own job to
Mhm.
other people. So whether you like it or not, now maybe her clients, people are emotionally attached to you, so they'll be like, I don't want somebody else to touch my hair. I mean, for her to sublease it, to outsource it, that means she knows that this person is also good. But one way or the other, she has taken care of me as a client. So tomorrow I'll still look for her because I know, give or take, she will take care of me. Do you understand? So yeah, those are one of the things that I'm like, yes, it's just take care of clients, but take care of it. And another thing, always for the business sense, as much as always keep yourself at the edge as a business person, make sure that your money is important. You're not working for free. So making your money as much as, because I can do all these gestures and then people still want to cheat you out of your labor. Do you understand? Your hard labor. So one way or the other, just make sure you get your money back. Let people know. If even if you don't pay me, whoever it is that you refer will pay me. So it's okay. If you don't, and then I tell people like your greatest referral, your greatest compliments, whatever great compliments you want to give me, it's a referral. Sylvia, your work is, give me a referral. Tell somebody to tell somebody that yes, we gave you satisfaction. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to let that out.
Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, thank you. Once again, I just want to thank PROIB Blog and Bantu Blog for always hosting us and giving us our platform for us to use every Sunday. I just want to thank you. And for my wonderful viewers, those of you that have always constantly using your data, I know how it is in Africa. You know, it's a big sacrifice. I just want to thank you guys. Before we draw the curtain, I would love for my guests to say their final bye and let them know where you can reach them on the social media platforms and angles as all of that. So I will go with Najet. If you're here, where can people view you and where can people see your business? How can they get in touch with you? So you can do that right now. Najet, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
They can follow me on Instagram because I'm using my daughter name, so it's all the businesses are under her name, which is Amjet Hair Gallery and Amjet Decor. They can follow me on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. Thank you, Najee, and thank you so much for being here. I know you are at the location right now working so hard. We are
No,
very,
I'm
very
so
proud
sorry
of
about
you.
it.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, sometimes that shows how good you are. She's actually in a location right now. So, but we really appreciate you coming out and taking this time to be with us. We didn't take you for granted. And thank you once again.
Yeah.
Um, Sylvia, would you? So, is there any final message you want to leave with our viewers before we draw the curtain?
Yeah, I would say for those that want to get into business, please be consistent and always know you don't always have to invest so much money to start up any business. Always believe in starting little and then grow on it. And yes, your friends and family are, you can incorporate everybody. It's also okay to ask people for help, like, oh, you're a good camera guy, can you please, it's very okay. There are people that will do it for free because they want to see you grow. So yeah, that's what I feel like is very necessary. Just don't think you should invest so much money in any business. And if you want to reach out on I have my official business page for my business is Bouquet by Sylvia. Maybe we're going to say how I got the name Bouquet. Well, yes, it's Bouquet by Sylvia on Instagram. And my YouTube channel is Sylvia Uju. There, I have like 20% process on how I make some of my clothings, or when I have like some of my shows, my fashion show, and all of that. So yeah, you can reach out to me on any of those platforms. And my website is also on my Instagram page, www.bouquetbysylvia.com.
All right, thank you so much. You guys have all heard what she said. So, what I'm encouraging for us to do is, as Africans, for us to be supporting our businesses. So please, we are on all media angles. So this is very important. Even if you don't like the person, but please just support. Go to YouTube and see if I need to have a song there. Let's just be encouraging one another. Let's just keep pushing, and the push comes from when I see Sylvia is pushing me. I'm happy to get to see a like, a comment. Just don't go there and just like, don't be a monitoring spirit. Just don't monitor and then you just leave without saying anything. So I would just encourage you guys, all businesses, for us to support our own, because only us can support our own, right? You see, when Sylvia, we started supporting Sylvia till now, she gets start making for big celebrities. But am I happy to be like, okay, I knew her, right? That's just the feeling. I'm satisfied with that,
Yeah.
right? I'm just satisfied with that. Just getting to know I knew Sylvia. I'm good with that. Not just is doing her business, just to say I know this person. Samuel, I've worked with him for quite some time, just to get to say I know her. Anita, the same. So if we can do this more, Africa, trust me, will be on the map. You know, look at
Yeah.
songs. Look at the songs. Just go there. Collabo has a song. Go and promote it. Mahmoud. We have a lot of artists. Just don't go there. Them. So you know how this thing are affecting them? It's affecting them because guess what? Their fan page is not growing because guess what? We are not following it. You don't go to YouTube and like because it's not a song that you if you don't like the song, just go and like. You don't know how hard these people work to put these things together. And all we do as Africans, we like to criticize. It's not good. Yeah, they didn't say it well. She didn't even speak it a good English. It's okay, but she's learning. Nobody is perfect. You are not perfect. I'm not perfect. But what makes me keep going? It's the love, the encouragement to for me to be a better
Yeah.
person. Help me get to my peak. Help me get to where I want to go. And that's all I want. So I just want to say thank you. And thank you. Samuel, before we draw the curtain, I would like for you to say, is there anything you want to say and how people can follow your social media handles as well?
Yeah. I will say what Sylvia said earlier when you say your satisfaction is my currency. So, meaning that for every business person, customer satisfaction is directly proportional to the longevity of your business. So if you have not been satisfying your customers, what it means is that your business will not stand the test of time. So make your customer satisfaction your currency, like Sylvia has rightly said. And for my Instagram handle is Sam underscore Omotosho. Omotosho is OMOTOSHO. So Sam underscore Omotosho is my Instagram. And my YouTube channel is Skill and Value Hub. So I have some business videos that I've done, like 9 of them like that. I know you won't regret watching them. And don't forget to comment. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am really grateful having you all here with me. We have shared
So
knowledge,
yeah,
and I hope our people have learned from us today. I can just thank you guys enough for being here. Najee, Anita, Essay, you guys were here earlier on, but internet, the devil always like to show themselves. But guess what? They fail, you know. So we're about to draw the curtain. I would love to thank PROIB Blog, and I would like to thank Bontu Blog and Daughters of Sierra Leone and myself, Rita Felehara, and my
yeah.
loving, amazing viewers. I want to thank you guys as well. And happy Sunday. And for those of you that are celebrating your birthdays today, I want to say happy birthday, anniversary, and whatever you are thanking God for. I just want to thank God with you as well. Till next time, we'll meet again. Table Talk with Rita Fele Hara. Bye. And thank
Bye.
you. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Sylvia.
Thank you for
Thank you,
having me.
Nate. You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you.